shot, your moment. Only the bold become the next bestseller. Step into the spotlight, your words in hand. You've got one shot, they'll understand. A voice, a dream, a future to claim. Make them feel it when you say your name. Will you rise? Will you fall? Can you answer the call? They're watching, you're clocking. It's now or not at all. We'll make you pitch, make it loud. Turn the page, move the crowd. This is it, take your stand. One voice, one mic, one chance. We'll make you pitch, win the room. Let them feel that fire boom. Only one will take the crown. The next bestseller starts now. No time for maybe, no space for fear. You've worked, you bled, now bring it here. Heart on the page, eyes on the prize. This is the battle where stories rise. Will you rise? Will you fall? Can you answer the call? They're watching, you're clocking. It's now or not at all. We'll make you pitch, make it loud. Turn the page, move the crowd. This is it, take your stand. One voice, one mic, one chance. Make your pitch, win the room. Let them feel that fire boom. Only one will take the crown. The next bestseller starts now. No fluff, no filler, no backup plan. You got one shot to show them who you are. Can your words win the world? Let's find out. Make your pitch, make it count. One idea, shake the ground. Lights are on, can't back down. The next bestseller starts now. Make your pitch, make it loud. Turn the page, move the crowd. This is it, take your stand. One voice, one mic, one chance. Make your pitch, win the room. Let them feel that fire boom. Only one will take the crown. The next bestseller starts now.
Hello, 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 everybody. How we are doing? Woohoo! All right, we are the last after show because this is the season finale that we are celebrating, right? And so we want to, the season finale. We got the champ right here. The champ is here. The champ is here. Lady K herself, right? And so folks got a chance, to want to say, hey, we want to see the finale. We want to see the finale. Well, here you go. So we got a chance to not only see the finale, but you got a chance to see the pre-finale show, the great experience that we had back on the 28th of June. Great partnership with the city of Laurel. We put on I believe a fantastic in-person show. We want to talk about that, give some shout outs right there. But now we got a chance for people to actually watch what happened live at the finale and then see who the champ is right here. All right, I see we got the good Dr. Christina Madison there, right? Who played a role and helped, prepping the contestants for their media prep, for their interviews, which I think she did a fabulous job because it paid off based on how well, you guys did in these interviews here, the pre, the post, the finale interviews. I mean, good gracious, you think that you guys were doing this for decades. Fantastic, fantastic. Oh, we're joined by Miss Quillenco herself, the lovely Robin McCormick. Yay, right? Okay. Listen, so we'll probably join with some other contestants be coming on later on, but we definitely want to make sure we did the live after show so folks can kind of catch up on, all right, well, what happened since the finale? What's going on? All right, so let's go around the horn, starting with the champ, the champ, the champ. All right, Lady K, Carla, come on, mute. Let's talk about, how was your experience at the finale and just your thoughts after the finale and then watching, the recap show that we just did. What do you got to say to the people?
Hi everybody. The finale was amazing. As you could see from like just watching it, I feel like Robin and Coach Nick put so much into the finale, so much thought. I mean, we had authors who were there selling their books. We had performances, we had, all of the contestants coming on stage and sort of like sharing their pitch to a live audience. So I feel like it was sort of like everything that we had been working on the entirety of the competition all in one day. And I feel like it was just like such a fun finale.
100%, 100%. All right, come on. Dr. Christina made an appearance there at the finale right there. Give us your insight on that. And then also just your overall experience rocking with Quill and Co. in the next bestseller.
Well, I just thought that it was such a wonderful display of camaraderie and just Black excellence on display. So let me just say that first and foremost. And it was really amazing to not only see the camaraderie with the authors that Quill and Company has already gotten to the finish line, but the camaraderie that I saw with the contestants and how much they supported each other. And even when we got down to the final three, and when you were going through the votes and everything, everyone was like holding hands. And I mean, I know I've spoken to Robin about this before, but it's like, it's like your children. You can't pick a favorite child. And I'm just so incredibly proud of the progress and just the way that they showed up for each other, and how once Carla was announced as the winner, how they just surrounded her with love and grace and appreciation. So I think that this is really just the beginning of something even bigger. So it's not just about, us getting the next book to the finish line. It's about us promoting literacy and getting more Black and Brown authors to the market, because our voices and our stories need to be heard.
Amen to that. Well said, well said. Okay, Miss Quill and Co. Come on, give us your thoughts, your feelings. I mean, hey, this is at the end of the day, this is your company, your business. And I think we did a great job with, impact, because we're about profit and impact. So what you got to say?
Yeah, talking about vision coming to life, like this is an entrepreneur's dream. When I first started as an author myself, I to think now that I even doubted myself of being able to write a book from the very beginning. So, when I often think back to that time in my life where I thought about maybe not doing it, but something deep inside me said, you know what, just do it, just write, just do that. You never know where it can take you. And if I hadn't listened to that voice, I wouldn't be able to give the inspiration to these budding authors right now, and just the inspiration to other people that are coming out of this competition. Like Dr. Christina said, improving literacy, getting people excited about writing and reading and literacy. It's just amazing to see all of these dreams really start to come true for me. And, a lot of that I owe to Coach Nick. As you guys know, he's my business coach. And, to think about this time last year, I was a one-woman show, I used to say, doing it all myself. But just to be in a position where I can really help so many people come through their dream and then start turning it into a reality. To think that I was getting ready to not even write that first book to lead into a publishing company, which led to this competition. that should be a testimony to people out there who are deciding, should I do this? Am I good enough? Yes, just write that book and just follow your dreams. So this is such a great thing to see happen for people. Often say that these are like my little baby birds. I feel like a proud mama, and not just for the contestants, but my authors that got to display their work. I was so proud to see them up there, and I'm proud of them too. Like, I've watched them through their journey as well. So, they're not the only ones that can do it. That just goes to show anybody who has a story in their heart can write and tell their story and share it with the world.
Once again, well said, well said. Okay, we got Miss Runner Up coming. I mean, the 70-year-old went from fifth place to number 2. Oh my goodness, you can't call her a run for her money. Jakaya, come off mute, say hello to the people, and let's give us your thoughts overall on the competition, but also specifically about the finale and just your experience at finale from the time you came in. From my understanding, little birdie told me that you guys had like your own special VIP room, catered with food and everything. You got to watch the whole thing as it was coming together. So let's hear what you got to say.
Hi. Overall, the finale, it was wonderful. It was beautiful. I love the performances. I like the food. Um, I also like to, I also liked hearing everybody's like things, and also everybody like the professionals and their stories, like other people's books. It was really cool. I was nervous, but it was really cool.
So when it came down to the two of you, Lady K, Jakaya, what were you feeling, Jakaya? What were you feeling in that moment right there? Because the camera captured your expressions, right? But what were your feelings behind those expressions? What you gotta say, Jakaya? Then we go to Carl.
I think it's because I was surprised. I don't know. I was surprised.
Why were you
I had a,
surprised?
I had a feeling they were gonna show my face, but I was kind of surprised.
Oh, you thought you was gonna win that thing? Okay, all right.
I mean, I was kind of surprised. I thought I was gonna like be lower for some reason, but I was surprised. I mean, I'm happy for what I got, but I was still surprised. So
Okay, all right, all right. So, Lady K, we did a little dramatic pause, and then we showed the winner on the screen right there. That's why I'm glad we got this episode up on YouTube now, so people can actually can we can take them to the actual event and they can see how it was revealed. We showed it on the screen. I didn't say a name. We just showed it, and boom, it was your face. So they got to see that in tonight's episode. And shout out to the replay gang, because I know you guys are gonna come and watch and blow it up, because like you always do. But talk us through those emotions, champ.
I mean, definitely a lot of nerves. I feel like you could see it on my face. I feel like my heart was like beating really fast, just like not knowing what to expect. But I also I feel like as people have mentioned, everyone is so supportive. So it was sort of like, no matter who wins, I was just gonna be excited about it. And I feel like I'm still excited to like read everyone's book, and I think just in that moment, it was a lot of like, okay, I'm ready to find out. I'm ready to know. And no matter what, I'm ready to write this book.
Well, speaking of write this book, right? So why don't you just remind people again, Miss Quillencoat? So what does the champ get?
Wow, the champ gets so many wonderful things. First, she gets an exclusive publishing deal with Quill and Company, where she gets to go into our premier publishing package, and she gets to work with a writing coach to develop her manuscript. We'll help her design a custom cover. We'll do the editing for her, the marketing for her. She'll have a very extensive marketing package. We'll put her, I told her the other day, she is the face of Quill and Company now. So we will have her doing media, interviews, anywhere and everywhere we can put her in her book. So once it's completed, we're going to publish it, of course, and get it out there to the masses, and it's all for free.
Whoa, all for free. Now, normally there's a price tag to this. What's the price tag to that, Robin?
Yes, it has a price tag of $5,250, but it comes with a complete package of everything an author would need to develop their manuscript, to publish it, to market, to get it out there. And also, it includes our annual attendance to our annual authors retreat and conference. That's all included in the package. So if someone wants to come along and they have a story, they're not quite sure how to write it, they get with our writing coaches and they meet with them on a monthly basis. They have access to them on a weekly basis. They have one-on-one time that they can work with the coach, and everything that they need, their hand is held. I always say I'm in the hand-holding business. Their hand is held from start to finish. I take all the guesswork out of it for them. So Carla has access to that, all of that, as a winner of the next bestseller.
100%, 100%. Now, we got the champ, the face of Quill and Co., right? Gonna put the book out and everything. But we got some things that's happening while she works on the book. And it's not only about the champ. Now the champ is the champ. But we got like her crew coming along with us. So from my understanding, we are able to work things out so that the the runner-ups, we're able to get a book deal too and go on tour with the champ. Is that right?
Absolutely. Toward the end of the competition, we had some outliers that we saw that I just couldn't help myself. I had to reach out to them and I said, these stories cannot be untold. We had to help. We came up with a way that we could help several other contestants toward the end have a publishing deal as well. And they're not going to, like I said, the champ is the champ, and they're not going to get exactly what Carla gets, but they do have an opportunity to go through our writing program and to develop their books and to wonderfully told stories, those stories that you've been hearing about all this time, and you're like, darn, I had a contestant that I really wanted to read that book. Well, guess what? It's coming to you. So we're working with these contestants, and we're going to help them write those books and tell those stories. So all your favorites, be prepared to buy their books because it's coming soon.
There you go. There you go. Now, in addition to the books, though, we have the merch. So, folks, nextbestseller.shop, right? This is your chance. This is your opportunity for you to go on ahead and go to nextbestseller.shop. There's a website right there. Okay. And what it says, support tomorrow's best-selling authors. Well, tomorrow is today for the champ, Lady K, right? And so we got some cool, wonderful products that are based on, the contestants' books. We got Lady K. Look at that beautiful poster. You want to have that in your office, your bedroom, loving the kid black. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you want some of that? Of course you do, right? Get yourself that good mug there, because this helps support the program so we can keep doing this for other authors, but it also put money in the pockets of these wonderful, we can't call them contestants anymore. Now we can call them the alums of the next bestseller, right? And if you want some of that you want that coffee or that orange juice in the morning, or your favorite hot cocoa at night. Oh, look at that, right? Look at the champ, right? Look at the champ right there. Look at that. Loving the kid black on the front and on the back. I like my coffee, how I like my romance. Oh, wait, whoa. Now we got to talk about that now. Hold up, Lady K. So what does that mean? What does that mean, Lady K?
It can mean whatever you want it to mean, I feel like some people like dark coffee, some people have a mixture. It really, whatever you want it to be.
I think she's been a little shy on this right here. Okay. But look how beautiful it is right here. So we already had a couple of people buy the mugs. Support the champ. Let's buy the merch. but also we have, not only do we have the merch, right? But we also have coming up soon, tickets scheduled to go on sale around the later part of next week. We have over here, whoop, curated experiences here. So these are events, ticketed events that are based on the themes of our favorite authors' books, right? So, Champ, we've been talking about your curated event. You want to shed a little light on what some of the people can expect from your up and coming curated event?
Sure. So, my book is about Black love. So we're really going to be centering, first giving you a little bit of a taste of what to expect with my book. Um, and then we're gonna like dive really into deep discussions about what dating looks like today, really honest and raw conversations. And then lastly, we're gonna also have speed dating. So I think that will be really, really fun for everyone to get a chance to kind of meet people and, put that to action.
Oh, so let me make sure I hear this correctly. So we're gonna have you read a couple of chapters of your upcoming book. So be like, oh, I get a little special sneak peek of this thing before anyone else does. And then it transitions into a lecture and facilitate a conversation around, hey, is it possible to find Black love? Right? Can we find Black love? How can we get it? And then you give them an opportunity to actually find Black love through the speed data. Oh my word. Is that what I'm hearing, Lady K? Is that what I'm hearing from you?
Exactly.
Exactly. Now, who doesn't want to get a ticket of that? Who doesn't want to get a ticket of that? Right there, right? So I want to transition to uh, Dr. Christina here, right? So let's talk a little bit about the work you've been doing with the contestants and then some continuing work with the contestants because, Lady K is the face, so we're going to put her out there and, podcasts and, shows and everything else to promote the book, promote the tour, promote the merch, but also promote this curated event of hers. So let's talk about the importance of your role in helping these best-selling authors become best-selling authors.
Well, the best thing I could say is the name of the business that I have, which is Press and Presence. And really it is about both of those things and being able to really show up as your best representative. Because oftentimes when we are in these situations where we're describing ourselves or we're describing our projects, it may not come off the same as the way that we've written it. And so my goal and my purpose for these amazing now alums is to really be able to help them best portray their ideas and their books in words, in a spoken word versus the written word, because I think there sometimes can be a little bit of a disconnect there. And sometimes it has nothing to do with us not loving our book and loving our content, but really not being able to portray it in a way that is sexy and fun and makes the reader want to show up for us, and then also be able to tell their friends and their family. Because this is a phenomenon, right? It's a movement. It isn't just selling one book to one person. This is about getting Black and brown storytellers out into the public and to allow them to be able to share their stories with so many people that can benefit from them. So my whole purpose here is to amplify Black and brown voices and to have them seen, heard, and have that drive action to change. And in Carla's particular instance, that would be hopefully being able to find Black love. And with our other authors, we know that we can help them to get their message across. Jakaya, I know that there are tons of horror fans out there, and who doesn't love a good murder mystery? I mean, one of the first things that I told you when we had our conversation about our prep was, I want to know who did it, right? And how fun would that be to have one of these curated events where we can have a real-time murder mystery. How satisfying would that be? Right? I would show up to that 100%. So we are working on something really special with myself, Coach Nick, and Robin to get to the point where you are able to get all of the press that you deserve and need in order to amplify your book so we can get book sales, but more importantly, so that your story can be seen and heard by those who really need it.
Amen, amen. Now, just to be clear though, right, that the next bestseller, as well as Quill and Company, we're open to all ethnicities, not just black and brown. So we want to be clear on that,
Correct.
right? Because we have,
definitely want to make that point. Thank you so much.
Okay, just want to be clear on that right there. But
we do
definitely
not discriminate by any means.
Yeah.
We are an equal opportunity.
Yes. All right. But definitely though, there's a huge disadvantage and lack of representation for black and brown folks there, right? So we definitely want to do our part in helping address those issues and challenges there. But we're open for all folks. You got, we like I tell Robin all the time, we're the people's publisher, the people's publisher, right? And so you just average Mo and Joe and Sue, but you got a story to tell. Come to Quill & Co. and we can turn that extraordinary story into an extraordinary book and then help you get a career as a published author, right? Okay, now, we got Tasha G. I'm trying to see if we can get Tasha G on the line here and try and get her on camera. So, because she did a great performance throughout this competition, and she was stellar in her finale interview right there, which I'm sure it made Dr. Christina very proud right there. But there she go, Tasha G. Tasha G, I know you're busy doing stuff and everything, so we're just gonna try to get you in real quick before you gotta jump off. So, but Tasha, give us your overall thoughts of the competition, but also your feelings about the finale. So let's go.
Hi, everybody. So I didn't get to watch it yet. I'm gonna watch it once I get in. But like I said that day, it was definitely a pleasure being there with the other contestants. But I was my biggest competition, and I was so proud of myself for not letting any of the mommy chaos and struggle get in the way. And I actually did something for myself. So I was just so proud of myself for not only showing up that day, but like rolling with the punches because that was live. And I don't know if a lot of people realize that like doing something like that live is so different. And you think you got it, got to be able to be on your toes. So it was definitely a very fun and unique experience. And I really enjoyed it. And I'm just looking forward to the future because I know it's my time. Like so much has happened in the time after everything in this past couple of weeks that I can't wait to start sharing it. And I've actually started sharing it if you follow me on social media. So my TikTok is there and it's coming on my YouTube.
There you go. Okay, so let's talk about what's coming up, right? So we know we're gonna get that book out there. So let's talk a little bit about the book, but then I want you to transition quickly right into your curated event because that's a hot ticket too. So a little bit about the book, and then let's talk about that hot ticket.
Sure, sorry, it was getting to safety, so I'll be good. So I'm really excited about my book because this competition, I don't know if a lot of people realize that it started with a concept, and then you have to take the concept and grow it out with the training that we got with these different weeks. So it went from what I thought it was going to be to just being so much more. And at my curated experiences, I'm actually going to be reading from that. So you all will be able to hear more about the book, not just the little snippets that you've heard. And at my curated experience, you will also be able to go through like a workshop series with me, kind of like a mom maintenance community feel. And you will also be able to get some mommy makeovers and come and take some photos. So it's going to be a pamper day for moms. And I'm really excited about that because y'all deserve it.
Hold up, what we talking about here? We're talking about not only sneak peek to chapters, not like little snippets, but chapters, right? But then we're gonna actually get to see Tasha Jen, right? You're gonna get up there and you're gonna be teaching these moms how to do this
Yes,
thing, right? Okay,
yes, I will be
to
guiding them
flex
in that
those superpowers.
transformation.
Ooh
Yes,
wait, so they get a taste of like, all this mom life crisis. You're gonna teach on these strategies on how to deal with those things and everything. But then
yes,
on top of that, we gonna give them like a little mommy makeover.
yes, yes. Because it's all about learning how to cope in those mini meltdown moments is what I call them, and that emotional chaos that comes with motherhood, and actually learning that it's okay to take a break sometimes when life is lifing you, and really pour into yourself, because that's the way you're going to make it through. And then when you come, you're going to get to meet other moms, and this is what the mom maintenance community is for, because you'll be able to network, connect, and you never know what can blossom out of that.
Well said. Who does not want to get a ticket to that? So once again, guys, tickets will go on sale a week from today, Thursday of next week on nextbestseller.shop. You can also go there right now and support Tasha G, Jakaya, uh, Lady K. You can go up there right now, support them by buying the merch, right? Buying the merch. And then also you can support the show by, making a donation on the website. Hey, you want to keep the show going and keep what we're doing, make a donation, right? So this is something that folks have been asking for. What's next? What's next? Well, we're telling you guys what's next right there. This is what you can do right now to support these contestants, these authors now in the making. We shared with you how we gave them a finale, which we believe was worthy of their talents, their gifts that they bring into the marketplace through their storytelling. And then we gave them some great resources like the good Dr. Christina Madison there. So again, if you want to support and stay in the loop, you want to continue to follow Quill and Company on all the social media. So YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, like all of them, Quill and Company. You can, and then of course you got the website, quillandcompany.com. So if you're inspired by these wonderful authors in the making, then and you want to write those books, you can hit up Quill and Company, hit up Robin, so she can get you in one of those packages that best fits your needs and get that book out there, right? And so Quill and Company is not only about the next bestseller, it's about these authors who have nothing to do with this competition that was on display at the finale. So again, folks, you get a chance to watch the replay. Go to Quill and Company YouTube channel, watch the finale. So the finale is meshed together with the pre-show finale, and then you got the actual show right there. You can see all the highlights, and then see Lady K being crowned the champ, right? And then you get those inside interviews from all the contestants. It's including Robin herself, and it's going to be a great experience. So if you didn't get a chance to come out on the 28th, now is your chance to watch and experience it over and over again. Hopefully you want to watch it more than just once. And then tell your friends, your family, your sister, your cousin, everybody, co-workers, tune in and watch. Now, so before we let everyone go, I wanted to just say, ask Robin just to let him know, this is season one. This is not one and done. We plan on doing more of these things right here. So anything you can just like tell people, just kind of, and just give them a little teaser about, what we plan on doing. Just anything you can share.
Well, we definitely don't want this to be the only season. This was the premiere season of the Next Bestseller. So we do have a few other cities that we're talking to right now. So definitely stay tuned to which city we'll be coming to next. And if you are a representative of one of those cities, your mayor, council member, the governor, any type of political figure, or anyone that has some kind of affiliation with your city or your community, feel free to reach out to me on quillandcompany.com. We're open right now. We want to bring this to not just to Laurel, not just to Prince George's County, not just to Maryland, but this is a national competition. So we do travel. So if you have a city and you're in another state, we will come to you and bring the next bestseller to your community as well. So stay tuned. There's definitely more on the horizon.
There you go. Well said. Like I say, we shoot locally, but we are a national show, right? So, guys, we appreciate you being with us for this journey of the premiere season of Next Bestseller. Shout out to all the wonderful folks who have helped us put this thing together. Once again, shout out to the City of Laurel, Mary Keith, Council Member Christine Johns, who was instrumental in helping kicking this whole thing off right there. All the other council members who showed up support, especially at the finale. We'd like to thank the vendors who helped us put this thing together. Our wonderful, wonderful coaches, including Dr. Christina, the wonderful writing coaches of Quilly Company, right? And then on behalf of Robin, I want to thank everyone for watching, and also the people who are going to be watching this season to come, because we're brand new, so more people will be tuning in. And last but not least, folks, corporations, businesses, small businesses, you've seen commercials embedded in this thing. We got room for you. So you want to sponsor? We ask that you sponsor because you see the great work that we're doing. Come on and partner with us so we can help expand our reach, and also make sure that you get the proper brand recognition that you deserve, right? So we got you. So thanks again for watching. Shout out again to the replay gang who always comes through and boosts up our viewership numbers. And thank you for being a part of season 1. Stay tuned for season 2. But in the meanwhile, let's get those tickets to those curated events. Let's buy this merch. Let's make those donations to the show. And follow us on all of our social media channels right there, including Coach Nick DC as well. And wish you all a great night. Take care. And we will see you soon. Everybody feel free to say wave goodbye. That'd be cool. And we see you next time, everybody. All right. Thanks again.
Bye-bye.
This is more than a pitch. This is your story, your shot, your moment. Only the bold become the next bestseller. Step into the spotlight, your